The Quechuan people are the local native indigenous people from this part of the world, and they tell the story of when the explorers, the Spanish conquerors, came into South America and when they came into the high Andes. And they tried to convert the local people to Catholicism and under Spanish rule, and the local indigenous people resisted. And they were chased across the Andes. And the last one, the last emperor, is said to have come to this place near the edge of Lake Titicaca and stepped up onto this Stargate. And with a device that he held in his hand, he placed it into a notch that is in the wall. And when he turned it, he began walking, and he walked right through the wall.
Could this be the same device that the Sumerians are depicted using in earlier cuneiforms? If so, how did it work?
What the local people say today, they tell me, is that it is an active Stargate. There are certain times of year that their ancestors continue to pass in and out. They continue to pass through this gate. Now, as a geologist, the most striking thing about the geology of Hayamarca is that it is a high quartz sandstone, and it's a very special kind of quartz called piezoelectric quartz. Now, if you have a watch that says it's a quartz watch, that is a piezoelectric crystal that is in the watch. By compressing that crystal with a spring just a little bit, it releases an electrical and a magnetic charge that drives the watch on a small scale. That principle applies on larger scales as well. We're looking at an area, a geographic area, that is under pressure releasing electricity the way that that spring and the little quartz would in our watch. And if there were a place where such a phenomenon could happen, the time travel and the ability to move between dimensions is directly linked to magnetic fields and electrical fields. So this place is already a high-stressed field because of the piezoelectricity. And mathematically, it makes perfect sense that under certain conditions, certain planetary alignments, when the magnetic field combines with that electrical field to produce an effect, that we could see something like a Stargate effect, just like we see in the laboratory. When we look at what has happened at Hayamarca and the principles that are involved there and parallels in other civilizations, it begins to tell a bigger story.
Greg Braden's research seems to parallel that of Jack Scudder's theory from NASA. For another researcher, Sonia Grace, she uses her extra-dimensional abilities to suggest that the gateway at Hayamarca could have been used by beings who came from the Pleiadian star system.